Greetings. I'm Amy Zoshonhoff with Mindfulness in the Heartland. This video is one in a series of videos that I'm producing on the topic of mindful parenting. The intention of this video series is to really provide accessible resources for parents who wish to live with greater clarity and stability as they go along their parenting journey. In this video today, I want to introduce a formal definition for mindful parenting and elaborate a little bit on that definition for you. So I'll begin by providing a definition for us to work with. So being a mindful parent means living with a greater awareness of our moment-to-moment experience while also cultivating a non-judgmental acceptance of ourselves and our children. Now that definition really rests upon three pillars or foundations. One has to do with intention, and that is really what's motivating or guiding our behavior from moment to moment. It's really getting a sense of understanding around the intentions that we have for our parenting. And when we have clarity around that, it can be very helpful in determining how we're showing up from moment to moment. Does our behavior align with our intentions? Now, the second pillar of this definition of mindful parenting has to do with the quality of attention. Really, we develop mindfulness or this ability to be aware of the present moment through the directing of our attention, to really move out of habituated or automatic behaviors and really cultivate our attention to bring focus and concentration into what we're doing. And what cultivating attention really does for us is it helps us to, one, have a better sense of what's happening internally for us from moment to moment, but also have a better grasp of how we're relating to what's happening externally from moment to moment. It also helps us to cultivate a greater sense of presence in our relationships, particularly with our children when it comes to mindful parenting. And then the third pillar that this definition rests upon is this idea of attitude. We talk about this non-judgmental acceptance, and that's really looking at the present moment through a different set of lenses than we typically do. Typically, we orient to what's happening in relationship to ideas of good and bad or right and wrong, and we're really steering away from that to be more open and receptive to what's happening rather than pushing against it. So we're really trying to foster a sense of openness and acceptance of what's happening from moment to moment, both in terms of what's happening for us internally, but also what's happening externally. So really orienting with an acceptance of the present moment just as it's showing up, and allowing that to our awareness of how things are to really, and our intentions to really drive and direct our behavior. The ways that mindful parenting can be really beneficial, this cultivation of mindfulness within parenting, I really believe that it can help us in three distinct ways. One is in relationship to knowing ourselves. So when we're being mindful, we have a greater understanding of what's happening for us internally. We're also, learning more about our habits and how we operate in the world. And it allows us choice in terms of how we're responding to what's happening. So there's really this cultivation of a greater knowing of ourselves through this process of mindful parenting. It also helps us in terms of the interpersonal connection that we have with our children, because this is really about building a relationship with our child, one that's not only important for us, but is significantly important for our children. So through mindful parenting, we can really develop a sense of presence and connection, and really developing genuine understanding between ourselves and our children. And then finally, through this relationship, we can also assist our children in fostering their own understanding of what's happening for them internally from moment to moment. That they, through witnessing and the modeling that we exhibit in our parenting, and also through our coaching, that we can provide a greater sense of internal awareness for our children and a greater sense of orientation to the external world. So mindful parenting can be really helpful to us as we go through this journey of parenting. And the thing that I find that's also really beneficial is the areas that we touch within mindful parenting are also applicable to the rest of our lives. What we learn in our relationships with our children can be applied in any relationship that we have, really. So I feel it's of great value to all of us to learn these skills as parents. Now, if you like this video, please like it, please share it. In the description of the video, I'm providing a link to my email list. So if you'd like to join my email list, I can keep you apprised when these videos become available. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Mindfulness in the Heartland on YouTube. And please feel free to share this video with other people who you think would find it of value. So until we meet again, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be safe, may you live with ease and well-being. Bye for now.